Hello, hello, and hello. So today on Retail Stories, I want to talk about the one thing I think every single retail associate hates to see walk through the door. Children. Now don't get me wrong, I have two of my own. I like kids. I don't have a problem with kids. It's other people's kids when they're in the stores that drive me insane. Now, I live in a town that's very pretentious, comes from money, and so you get a lot of people that your kid can do no wrong kind of thing, and they come into the stores, and how many times you've seen children running around doing whatever, and their parents just don't pay them no mind, and it drives me absolutely crazy. So us being a party store, we have a lot of things that are toy related, things like that, and the kids will just come and play. I have yelled at kids for playing football in the aisles because we have the little rubber footballs. I've yelled at kids for trying to open things and play with them in the store, and I've thrown so many teenage kids out of the store because they want to hang out because they don't have anywhere to go and they're coming in to kill time. I don't know. But it's the ones that have the parents, the ones that just are young enough to not really know better, but their parents should be watching them and they don't. And usually most of the time it's the parents I have the issue with, not the kids, even though it's the kids that are the ones that are making the mess and driving me crazy. We have a gumball machine. It's a giant gumball machine, and it's filled with little, with big plastic gumballs, but in the front it has all our candy. So we have colored gumballs, we have sixlets, and we have chocolate coins. The kids love to play with the chocolate coins. I don't know what it is about these buckets of colorful coins that make the kids just want to dig their hands in it, and it drives me crazy because I'm like, it's chocolate, it's gonna melt. So I always have to put on my mom voice and be like, no, don't put your hands in that, don't play with the chocolate, and then they'll run away for like 3 minutes, and then they'll come back and they'll do it again because they think you're not looking, until I have to be like, where's your mother? And then you have to go to the parents and be like, can you please not have them stick their hand in the chocolate? And the parents will either take the kid and walk away or apologize. Most of the time I get an eye roll. That's always fun. I had a woman with her little girl. We have a rack in the front near the register that we fill with bubbles during the summertime. And as the woman's checking out, the little girl's playing with all the bottles of bubbles. And she keeps opening the lids, and she's opening all the lids, and I'm watching her as I'm ringing this woman out. But all the bubbles are sealed with the silver foil or whatever. And now she's trying to stick her thumb into the foil. So I looked at the mom and I said, ma'am, can you please not have her do that? She can't. She's going to open all the bubbles. The mother turns to me, she goes, she's fine. I said, she's not fine, and if she opens those, I'm going to charge you for them. So if you could please make her stop, unless you'd like to buy the whole rack of bubbles. She rolled her eyes, huffed, grabbed the girl, paid for her stuff, and left. I've had so many kids running aimlessly, playing, wearing masks. They run with the toys. They're in the aisles with hula hoops. And it's one of the things, and it's like, I don't understand. My kids know when we're going into the store, we're going to get this and only this. I'm not buying you anything. We're not getting anything. Don't ask me for anything. Don't act a fool. Don't touch anything. Dylan's one. He touches everything. He's always touching things. Stop touching things. He goes, I'm looking. I'm like, you look with your eyes, not with your hands. Knock it off. So he knows my tone when I get to the point where he's pissing me off. And he stops, because that's what he does. But I've watched so many parents give their kids things. We have little red buckets for the candy in aisle 8. Because they're all individual, so you put them in the bucket, you bring them up, we count them. I've seen people give their kids these buckets just so they can walk through the store and pick stuff up and put it in the bucket, just to keep them busy or keep them quiet while they're shopping. Because then they come up to the front and the kid puts the bucket on the counter and the parent goes, oh no, I'm not taking that. Okay, take it off to the side, ring them out. Now we have to put all that stuff back. The candy I usually just throw away. I'm not going to sit and put back 15,000 pieces of candy. I'm just not doing it. The toys, I'll put it back. The candy, I'm not putting back. So it just, I don't understand the thought of it. They just, okay, here you go. Here, play with this while we're here. Keep you quiet, keep you busy, but then we're not going to do it. Or the ones that give them something that they think they're going to get, like we have the little balloons on the stick. So they'll give the kid the balloon, and they'll walk through the entire store with the balloon, and then right as they're checking out, when they're getting ready to leave, they tear this balloon away from the kid, and they're like, no, you can't have that. And now the kid's wailing. And I'm like, wouldn't it have just been easier to tell them no, and maybe have them throw a little bit of a temper tantrum in the beginning and then be fine, rather than drive home now with them screaming because you just took something away from them that they thought they were going to have? I don't know. It's just, that's kids in the store. And now with the closing of the store, it's been 100 times worse, because now the adults are acting like the children. The adults are tearing apart our store, and it is just mind-boggling, the stuff that I have seen in the past month that has happened in this store since people found out we were closing. And it's just insane. It's insane. But that's one of the things we were talking about the other day, were children in the store. And it's one of those hard things being a parent. I know that it's a double-edged sword a lot of times, because I know as a parent, if I have my kids in the store and I'm not disciplining them and they're running around crazy, people are looking at me like, you're a bad parent, mind your kid. But on the other hand, if I slap Dylan upside the back of his head because he's touched that same thing 5 times after I've told him not to, then everybody looks at me like, oh, she hit him. How dare you? You're a terrible parent. So, I mean, as a parent, it's hard either way, but I think there is a way to mind your kids without, either beating them up in the aisle or letting them run around like maniacs. I think there is a happy medium. I have seemed to find that happy medium. I don't know why everybody else can't find that happy medium as well. But in our store, it seems to be, let the kids run wild and do whatever they want. And I'm like, I'm going to put a sign on the door that says, if your kid is under 5, they need to be in the cart or on a leash. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm joking. Relax. I'm joking. So, if anybody has any crazy stories about kids in their stores, or any kind of retail stories you want to leave in the comment below, or you can contact me on Twitter. I would love to hear from you and see what you have to say. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. So goodbye, goodbye, and goodbye.